Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. And we're live. We are alive. Hi, Dr. No, or Doc No 27, BonBonB live, fastly becoming my favourite BonBonB. Ah, how sweet. How very sweet of you. Oh, well, I don't know if I you may begin, Larry Skylines. Do you recognise this map, Larry Skylines? Larry Skylines in the chat in case you're watching on catch up. And yes, the creator of the map you see below, and I'm very excited by it. Alex Plays a Game. Hello, Alex Plays a Game. Yes, yeah, you're very excited about Alive. I have got some exciting news, some very exciting news. Well, moderately exciting news. As you'll probably know by now, there's a new game coming out. It's something to do with city building. I don't know. I've read something about it somewhere. Which means that the channel as you see it, it'll be changing. Now, WhatsMap has been struggling just recently with the number of views. I was hoping for a few more views than we've been getting with the new style of composite collection of the best maps of the week. It hasn't happened, it hasn't worked, so that composite show has gone out the window as of now. It's gone. So the lives are the only reviews we'll be doing. It saves me so much time. I mean, I'll spend about an hour later on after the show recording the cinematics, and then probably about another 6 hours editing it all together. For what? For nothing. So that has gone. Okay. But something is replacing it. As of next week, we're going to begin the countdown to Cities Skylines 2 by doing a countdown of the top 100 maps of all time as voted for by the viewers of WhatsMap, using the viewers' choice ratings. So as of next week, Monday to Friday at the 8 AM slot, the old WhatsMap 8 AM slot, we'll be doing some flyovers. It won't be live, it'll be recorded as live, but it won't be live. Looks a little dark. These are standard settings, but I will tweak them for you as you're here, Larry. But yes, in terms of the top 100, I'll be recording them as live, so you'll be getting my reactions, seeing maps for the first time in 2, 3, 4 years maybe, but they're the very best of the very best maps. And we'll just take a look at the top 100, shall we? 5 a week, 20 weeks, and hopefully by the end of those 20 weeks, Skylines 2 should be ready for release. So that's the plan. That's the exciting plan. You guys are the first to hear, well, other than a few of the BonBon buddies, you guys are the first to hear it. Right, so would you like a little tweak of the brightness? Would you, Larry? I think you would. Let's do that first of all for you, as it's you. How's that? What we got here? Hang on a second. Where are we? You had to raise. Hang on. How's this? Is this any better for volume? I think this. Yeah, I think I found the I apologise. You should now hopefully be hearing me a lot more clearly, with any luck. Yes, indeed. So we got some brighter settings, and a map by Larry Skylines called the Dragon. Now I don't know if you can see the shape of the dragon in the lake. It's there. It's there. I can see it clearly. I don't know how clear that is for you. Yes, indeed. Thanks for that. I don't know why the settings were so low on the volume. I must have tweaked them for something, and I didn't tweak them back. Hey ho. Right, shall we have a look at the workshop page? I think that's a good plan about now. Oh, hang on a second. We seem to have scrolled down. Well, I was getting the theme and LUT settings, Anyway, there we go. We have some beautifully bright images going on there, and a very strong, high contrast thumbnail. I'm not faulting it. I'm not faulting it, but there you go. Excuse me, croaking away. It's mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. We've got a list of the one-click collection for the maps by Larry Skylines. Got some required items. The Vista Point Overlook. So that's a prop for propping details, I guess. Prop Anarchy, Tree Anarchy. Did read something about that. We'll get to it in a moment. Owls Los Angeles theme. And the 4-lane avenue without parking. I don't think I've ever seen that in a... Well, maybe I have. I don't recall seeing that in a map before. We have a one-click collection. Let's have a quick look at that. So the Vista Point Overlook, Owls Los Angeles theme, Extended Manager's Library, Prop Anarchy, Tree Anarchy, Node Controller, TMPE, Intersection Marking Tool, the map itself, and the Vanilla Plus road. Seeing it listed as Vanilla Plus, I think I remember it now. So, too long didn't read. Required mods. Tree Anarchy, Prop Anarchy. Why? Because I forgot to turn off Prop Anarchy, so I figured it might as well add Tree Anarchy. That's the best logic I can think of. Well done. Excuse me, again. I may go and use my inhaler before we start the proper flyover. This was okay a minute ago. Anyway, required DLCs, Mass Transit, Vista Point Overlook, a park by Larry. Larry, you made the park. Oh, Larry. 4-lane avenue without parking by Delta 51. I used this road accidentally. The only section of this road is above the Dragon's Head between the bridge. So, between the bridge and the highway ramps, you could have updated it out. I mean, I'm not saying that you should. Without seeing it down at ground level. But you could update that and just get rid of it completely if it's a concern. I've got no idea if it's a concern or not. If you feel that it's worthy of a mention, if it wasn't there, for example, would the map be broken? Is there an alternative if we're using mass transit? Is there the National Road maybe? I'm speculating. I'm dribbling. Theme LUT, Owls Los Angeles, Vanilla Temperate. We are using both of those. And increase the exposure a little to make it brighter. There, look, BonBon, read that, will you? Increase the exposure to make it a bit brighter. Well, yeah. Anyway, TMPE, Node Controller, Intersection Marking Tool. And then, oh, crikey. All interchanges have been optimized with these mods. I have adjusted the speed limits on the 4-lane road with the median that is used to 55 miles per hour. Now, I'm about to find something out. You would think somebody who's been doing these for as long as I have would know. But I don't think that TMPE settings in the map editor carry across into the game engine. That said, I'm about to find out that I'm wrong, aren't I? I'm about to find out. Then we have Natural Disasters DLC Campus and European Suburbia CCP Content Creator Pack for a custom construction yard that they made on the map. If you haven't got those, you won't see the yard. It's down to you whether you're bothered. I do, so we should see it. Special thanks to Teddy Radko. There's a Teddy Radko bridge on this map. There's something to get excited about, if the map wasn't exciting enough already. Now we have a story. Now, I'm going to quickly scan the story. Anything? Is this Lake Nachimento? Maybe something badly pronounced there. Anyway, in reality, there's no outside connection to water. There's a shipping route that comes in from one side of the map. If you choose, so we have shipping where there wouldn't normally be. Basically, is what we're saying here. And the Central Coast in northern San Luis, in California. We are in Cali, and using Owls Los Angeles thing would make an awful lot of sense. Anyway, the Dragon presents a unique building challenge, sorry, not building challenge. Right, 276 subscribers. Come on, everybody, subscribe to the map. Okay. Right, I think I am ready to switch back to the map itself. Let me have a quick look in the chat, see how we're doing. So yes, so are we? Where are we? Is it bright enough now? I can go into Theme Mixer and try and bump it up a little bit more. I shall do that actually. I shall do that because I am not seeing the sort of the contrast. Let's render it. And where are we? Not mixes. Weather. I'll find it in a moment. Exposure. I don't remember where the... Oh, there we go. Exposure. There we go. Give it a little bit more oomph-a-dee bumph-a-dee. Now, we should all be able to see the dragon now. Okay. I think that's going to win. Let me have a quick look in. Anyway, there we go. It does look cool. I agree. So I can't think of a name. I can't think of a Parker. Better like butter. Sorry. All right. Got you. I was going out of town. Was easier to add that into the description. Fair enough. Is where I raised the exposure. Right. So anyway, we should now be bright enough to see. The tree painting actually looks very nice from up here. Anyway, shall we go through all the buttons? Anyway, this is The Dragon by Larry Skylines. We'll start with that one. Episode 1602 of What Map? Info views. We have terrain heights. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, you can even see like the smoke coming out the dragon's nose there with the river. Then we have resources. Oh, bold, strong, lots of fertile. I don't know how accessible the oil and ore is. Is it mostly for detailing effect? I don't know. There's still plenty of it about, and mostly I feel plenty of accessible fertile at the very least. Fishing. If you've got Sunset Harbour, you've got lots of anchovies and salmon to play with. Then let's check out that shipping route, shall we? So we've got a crisscross on the air routes, and then the shipping route comes in from the tail. So we'll just have a little look, make sure it doesn't go cross country, or go too close to any of those shorelines, and goes through the middle of the big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. Shall I start the simulation? That's a good idea. That looks just about tall enough. Yep, I think. I've seen enough of those, so I think that's tall enough. Little shipping triangle there that bleeds down into one of the feet. And then one that goes down its back. And another one that goes down into another one its feet. And the third of its feet. And the old bikini. The bikini interchange. Oh, that's the most realistic bikini I've ever seen. Look at that. Well, not ever, anyway. I've seen bikinis that look more realistic like bikinis. But in terms of shipping routes, that is very good. Anyway, that is perfect. Like I say, in real life, no shipping routes, but for the game, makes sense. I'm all for it. And because it doesn't go all the way through, it means that ships will only spawn if you put a harbour, which is very nice. Water flow in the start square. Well, we've got access here, here, and here. And we've got a little drain over there as well. So frankly, it should work fine for those of you that want to pump and draw. Right, okay. So now, got to pick a route. Let's see. So if the start square is here, we've got intersection 2, 3, 4, 5. I might do the full loop. Start down here. That might be a bit convoluted, actually. You know what? I'm going to start over here. We're not going to do the full loop because we've all got things to do, I'm sure. I'm going to start down here. I'm going to head up, take the left, and then just follow left until we can find our way into that start square buildable area. And we'll have a look at the other intersections by just dropping in. Just dropping in is all we want to do. So yeah, how's everybody? Everybody good? While I'm flying along, I'm gonna keep half an eye on the chat, make sure people are having a good time. Hello there, Maura. I'm only seeing because of the way I've got the computer set up, I can't see your entire full first name, but it's definitely Mora as a second name there. Now, that is mighty close. Okay, right. For those that are really picky, we have got a catenary wire going through the underside of the bridge there. Now, a few of you will say, we are in California. There are no catenaries in California. And I would say, I don't know. I've never been, but I assume there's not. So, you can switch off the catenaries and not have that. But for those of you that really like to be picky, and I know this is what we do, isn't it? This is what this channel's all about. Find things that aren't wrong with a map and say that there are things that are wrong with a map. That's what we do. Lay mathematics. Okay, right. We've got intersection marking tool in operation, and this looks a bit clunky. Just a little. Well, we've definitely got a bit of clunkiness here. So yeah, it's not the most polished. It's still nice though. It's good to see. Do you know what? It is actually good to see. The amount of times that you'll see very little effort made. That's good. See, now that fits beautifully. You can see how the lines over here are just as close to perfectly connected as you're going to get without, you know, breaking the game completely, I guess. That's very nice work. This side's slight alignment issue there. I could fix it, but I'm not going to. You know how to fix it, don't you? I arrive at there's a very low viaduct. Slightly off, but not... Yeah, slightly off, but not clunky. I would agree with those words. I would agree with those words. Hey. Let me just have a look at these grasses. Now, right, now, I think we get away with this here. Because I'm looking here, and I'm seeing these grasses aren't terrain conforming, and we're just a little bit out from the ground here. But the way that they've been done in groups and clusters, I only saw that because I went looking for it. From this angle, not really noticing it. It's not something that's really that evident. And it's also partly obscured, obviously, by the off-ramp. But yeah, always be a bit careful if you're building with the non-terrain conforming grasses. There are times that it will look ridiculously silly. I think here, while it is technically out, I don't think it really is noticeable. It's only because I went looking specifically for it. And if you go looking for specific, another one here that's just slightly out. If you go specifically looking for things, you'll find them. And yeah. I've no problem at all. Anyway, yeah, I think. Hang on a second. Let me. I've got to find this one. Gabriel. Gabriel. I had to do that. Can I call you Gabe? Because it might be Gabriel. But yes. Right. Okay. Now we have a cutting. We've got a little bit of light rock detailing. That I think is supposed to signify rocks fallen down from the cutting. Obviously the rocks don't match the colour, and of course that's very difficult to do without having a massive subscription list. Very difficult to do well. I think I would have been just as happy with there being no rock detailing along here, or having some vanilla keys along here acting as a retaining wall. I think I'd have been just as happy with those. I mean, it's a nice touch. I don't think it adds much to the map. I don't think it really detracts, but I don't think it adds enough for it really to warrant being a thing. This highway running along this ridge. This is a very nice kind of route there. Very nice. Now, is this that park? I'm reckoning this is that park that was it Vista Overlook by Larry. Let me just make sure that I'm not just making that up. Let me come out of here and we'll just click on that, and this is indeed, yes, Larry's own work. So if you're liking the look of this park, and I've got to say, it's very nice. You can see it does require park life because we have got the park life fencing going on there, and there was something else required in the content creator pack as well. So there's quite a few little requirements needed for this area. No, sorry, that's the construction yard, isn't it? But anyway, yes, it's a nice little park. I kind of likes that. I kind of like that, and in terms of location, Vista Overlook. Look at that view. That's very nice. Very, very, very nice. Right, good. That's a win. I'm glad I came this way. There are parking meet markers in front of the no parking signs for realism. Kind of. Got to go back and have a look, haven't I? Parking markers in front of the... What's this? Hang on. Oh, is this... this is a grass. That's fine. They're just grass sprites, I think. Parking markers. Oh, yes. Look, there you go. No parking sign. There. So, yeah, it's very nicely done. Very nicely done. What app? What asset? Welcome to What Asset. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Yes. Good. We're doing well so far. We're progressing across the map. We've gone past that little feature area, and I would say as feature areas go, actually that's got a lot more credibility than many that we've seen. So you can take a little pat on the back for that. I approve. BonBon approves of that. Okay. Yeah. A little bit of a light river running through the middle of those. Totally buy it. Totally buy into it. I'm not going to stop and look. But this is obviously a really good way of hiding if there was any blue mantle. I don't think there is. If the rocks weren't there, I wouldn't expect there to be any. So, yeah, I'm going to just say that's for detailing purposes. Then we have our next interchange. Looking very nice. With the, again with the rail. Let's just have a little look at the rail here. That's no problem, is it? That's plenty high enough going through there. No catenary chaos. Ah, you're ruining my show. You're supposed to have at least a pillar under a road, under a bridge or something for me to get all grouchy about losing half a star here and there. Excuse me. So, big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. Not shipping going through the underside of that. I used to have a test ship that I could put in these things. I did have the rulers as well, but I could never remember. It was always too fiddly. I was quicker just to use a prop ship than it was to actually place the ruler, get the ruler set correctly, and it's just like, just throw a ship in there. or even put a harbour down and just like let the ships spawn in and see how they do. Anyway. What's going on there? Amazon. Just check the chat there. Not bad. It needs better theme. Or was it? Forgot to switch. Oh, hi, Mr. Harry's. You've got to switch your account. Needs a better theme. I don't know. I don't know about that. It's the House Los Angeles theme, and we are doing a Cali build here. So it's maybe not as sharp as you could imagine. I think the next turn off. I think the next turn off is where we're going. It might just be a LUT. It might just be because we're using the vanilla temperate LUT, which can give it, I guess, a bit more, make it a bit more hazy. As California obviously is quite a warm location, so maybe we've gone with that, because I could switch the LUT to something like, again, relight average. Can't go wrong with relight average. will give you a nice strong contrast, and this map would look a lot more punchy with it. But I'm pretty sure is the theme. The theme does feel about right for me. And I mean, I do miss Al. I wish Al would come back. They were really good, not just at theme and luck. And also look at the hedge detailing around there. Let's have a quick look at this as well. What have we done here? Just a bit that hasn't had its grass cut. Yep, and we've got a bold stroke of grass going on there. Anyway, down into the start square. Heading on down. Is this that bit of road which has got the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit on it? I think we will. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I can't even remember how you do this. I don't remember how we do this. How do we do the speed limits on these dang things? Hang on. There we go. What's new? Go away, please. Thank you. Right, so these are set at 90. So if this was set in the map editor to be 55, that would be... yeah, that would be something that, yeah, the map editor doesn't carry across the settings on... what am I looking for? Yeah, my brain's not working. Or yeah, TMP settings don't carry across from the map editor. I'll keep an eye on the chat to see if Larry can confirm whether that was supposed to be 55 along there. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. But never mind. It's also good information for us to set it. That road is not 55. Okay. Go to MPH. Hang on. Guess he's not used Traffic Manager for so long he's forgotten kilometers per hour. There we go. MPH 55. There you go. Quite right. It is set to 55. 55 MPH. Of course, we're in America. Oh man, mind you, in the UK we're MPH as well. So there's no point me getting grouchy with the Americans for having that all that old imperial system, because we do the same. Anyway, start square, everybody, and that area there. Now I like this. It does give you some coming into. There we go. Does give you some interesting options for second tiles. So you could head down towards the interchange, head across, and start building over this way. We get out of Traffic Manager, thank you. Or we can even go straight across here. Do you know what? That's a really interesting location. I don't think there's an obvious second tile. I think a lot of people would just go down towards the interchange. I don't know where I would go. I think my instinct would be to head back towards the interchange, but at some point you're going to want to build out these ways. That's really quite interesting. Well done. Right, right, we have got a couple more intersections we haven't looked at yet, which I said we would, because we weren't going to do a full loop. We've got this little one. And then we have the Teddy Radko Bridge. Oh, we've got the old Vista Overlook again. Let's have a look at the overlook from this one. A nice view of the bridge from here. The nice view of the Teddy Radko 100% vanilla bridge. Teddy Radko is an absolute demon. I was going to say legend, but I don't think legend is strong enough. Absolute demon when it comes to making these bridges with vanilla assets. That is just... I mean, I was going to say remarkable. It's simple. It's basic. It's understated. And yet, it's amazing that that can be done to that standard. I mean, we can all do it. It's just having the time and the patience and the skill levels to be able to do it. Well done. Well done, Teddy Redco. Yes, Teddy Redco really is. Look at the end of the dirt road. Hang on, dirt road. This one here. Right, okay, we'll do that. I'm going to take the left first because I'm pretty sure that's not the way you want me to go. Save what I think might be the best till last. I was going to come down here anyway, but as I see in the chat, we got this. So we have a little vanilla harbour thing. You know what? That's very sweet. Very sweetly done. Okay, then we have this one. I was going right. I'm now going right. I see in the chat you say go right. I was saving the best to last. Anyway, right. Okay, what? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. What's happening here? Is that my house? Have you obliterated my house? Is that what that is? I'm moving on. I'm going past Teddy Radco's bridge. I've had a look at that now. Okay. Next intersection here. Hello. Okay, so we've got some interesting stuff going on here. As we have the oh, is that construction yard that we were talking about with all the traffic lights there, stop signs, the utility vehicles. That's very nice. That is actually really very nicely done. So many lovely little assets there. And it's done at a location where you would expect that's the sort of location where they have the those little service areas. Really very good. Go down the left side. Hang on, missed the best part of that. I'm guessing we're going back to the burnt out house. Hang on, I'm guessing. What is it? Was it this? The abandoned house side is. Go down the left side. Right, I'm going down the left side. Trash news. Am I missing something obvious here? I mean trash news. Is that what it is? Is that what I'm looking for? Is that the best part? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for there. It's a nice little area. I mean, I'm not blown away solely because we've seen nice little areas like this before. It's good. It's good. Again, it's in the same way. In the same way, it's hard to be blown away by the Larry Skylines Bridge when we have been spoiled with so many other amazing Larry Skylines bridges. You look at it and you marvel at it and you go, yep, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do, well, I mean, maybe I could, but it would take me way too long to be worth my while doing it. It was the trash. It is funny. Yes. So we're going, apparently, as this is funny, I'm going to show it again and show some genuine laughter for you. Hang on, look down here, guys. The trash news. Look at how funny that is. Sorry. I can do the YouTube. I can do the be impressed on command. I've done that now. Right? Okay. It is good. It is good. It's just occasionally you come across something you've never seen before and you go, how? What? How? Those are the only ones that really, really blow me away these days. The ones that you just wonder, what? How? How is this? How? Anyway, so this is the feeder river. This is nicely done, actually. See, now, credit here. I'm more impressed by this, by the rock detailing, because this is actually quite difficult to do well and impressively. Impressively is a word, apparently. And I think that impresses me more than the trash news. Trash news is kind of funny, kind of funny. But no, that is very neat. Also, what's the story with the little bridge? I'm curious. I will look out for the chat on this one. Because we've got the big old bridge. Was the little bridge the original bridge? If so, why is a dirt road now where it used to be a proper bridge? I don't know. What's the story with the little bridge, Larry? Please. Because there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't understand its reason for being there. Rail looks very nice. It looks fairly level. How accurate is it in terms of... I mean, there you go. That's very, very level there. Liking that. What's the routing on the rail? Where does that actually... Where does that come out? It comes out over there, doesn't it? Let me just make sure I'm... Yep, there we go. So that routing is very good. Yeah, I mean, possibly actually. Let me back out of here. There we go. And that's what I'm trying to do. That was not too bad. There'll be a few people that will complain about the steepness of the ramp here, but that's true realists for you. It's not something that really concerns me too much on the map like this. Let me come back out of here. Certainly looks slick enough. Slick enough is good enough for me. I wouldn't have an issue with that personally. Little lakes off on the side, including, is that a little spawn going on down here, or is that, yeah, a little bit of a... Why have we got the water spawn there? Is that because the sea level is lower or something? What happens? What would happen if we remove that? Because that spawn is very evident from its lump. It clearly, it's so close to the edge of the map. It'd be deep in fog for vanilla players, and this could be a vanilla style map. So it's not the world's biggest issue. What's this? Hang on a second. In real life, it's mostly an earthen dam. This is a reservoir, not used for power. I see. I see. So the dam was removed, but you left it. I got you. I replaced the little bridge. It represents the dam. Okay. Yep. Yep, that's fine. So for those of you turning up late or tomorrow, not live, this little bridge is representative of the dam that would have been there, or should be there, and it's just representative, really. It's not really a bridge, it's a dam. And then that dam causes this reservoir, the Dragon Reservoir, to be a reservoir. Okay. Now aesthetically, I'm actually liking the hills. I really like what you've done here with with resource painting. Some people grumble I can't really get hold of the this is oil, I think, might be, or either way, ore or oil. Some people are going I can't really access it because it's in the hills, but it does make the hills look really special. And the tree painting, while being nothing next level and extra special, do you know what, it works really well. So I guess that does make it really extra special. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It more than does the job. Really, I really like it. What more have we got? We've got a water spawn point up here. Again, we're not going to be too picky on this because Skylines map, but it is in towards the middle of the map, so we'll just make sure the spawn point looks pleasing enough. I would say that is. So yeah, we can credit that. And I think we've more or less covered most of it. I'm just going to quick pan around this way. So you're not going to be doing much building in the hills. These hills aren't really conducive for a city, but then they're not bad background at all. And then you have the cleared area. Did I see in the description you said that you actually flattened out a lot of this to make it more buildable? And if that's the case, I think you've done the right thing. If that's the case, because it really, if it was all like these hills, it would be, I mean, you have to use a little creativity, don't you? You really do. I'm looking down here at this. This is like a, I'm guessing in real life, like a marina area. Does feel like this is where people would have some money and some big houses and some boats, I feel. Yes, it's all hills in real life, goes Larry. Yes, indeed. The outside 25 sales is catching up here. The outside 25 tiles wasn't doing what I wanted, and the wave power plants were getting destroyed. Okay, yeah, I see. I got you. Yeah, I'm supportive. I'm actually supportive of your decision making on this map. I think you've done a really very nice job of it. And let's come down to this a little bit. Okay, if I'm going to pick anywhere that looks a little bit ugly, I think this little inlet here is a little bit on the, it's, I don't know, it's a bit deep and, I don't know, loop, and but in real life inlets can be like that, I guess. But yeah, that's the only thing on the map where I've gone, and let's have a look at that, you know. And the rest of it, I think, works really, really well. Right, what's the best place for a screenshot on this? Is it the Teddy Bridge? Are we going down to Teddy Bridge area? Where was Teddy Bridge? It was here, wasn't it? And we can get a... Because, I mean, the obvious thing is to say, oh, but it's the dragon, you've got to get the dragon. You know what? It is the dragon, isn't it? Screw it. There we go. It's a height map, BonBonB. Just flooded canyons. Fair enough. Yeah, I agree. We'll settle here with the dragon's head, legs, tail. And I'm going to try and give this some ratings now. Hopefully at some point in the future I'm going to find time to record the ratings screen in a way that I can actually use it in a live. I don't have that at the moment, so you're just going to have to imagine the old bars on the right hand side of the screen rising as I give my ratings. And again, I also don't have one for BonBonB seal of approval, so it's all going to be spoken. The seal of approval won't be that difficult, because that's just a question of dragging it across from one program to another. But those bars, as there are so many different settings for them, I don't know how easy that's going to be for me to do. Right, okay. Alright, so aesthetically, I like it. I like it. There was a mention earlier about the wrong theme. I think I don't think that's... It's not... The map doesn't pop in terms of visuals. But again, I think it looks like how it should look. Something like I say, let me go into pull up relight average. I think that might be a way of showcasing what I'm talking about here. Color correction, and of course relight average. How about photorealistic by Reaper? No, that's going to be a bad one. That's a very bright one. Let's come down to the bottom. It's all the way down the bottom. And I'll have to go all the way back up the top after I've done this. Relight 3 average, relight 2, relight average. Oh, it is very... Mind you, we have got the brightness setting set up. But you will get a lot of more extra contrast with relight average. I am going to switch it back. That's... yeah, we did punch the brightness up specifically for the vanilla temperate LUT. I think it's a LUT setting, but it does have that slightly there we go, slightly haziness that you would get from the heat of California. So I'm actually good with it. It's, I say, it doesn't pop, but it works for me. So I'm going 4 stars. I can't go really high on it, but I think just below middle 4. I think that works quite well for this. It looks like how it should look. Detailing. Lots of good standards. Lots of good standards. The Teddy Radko Bridge. That's worth a star in itself, isn't it? There's nothing marking the map down. And 1 or 2 nice little... I would say the inclusion of their own overlook, Vista Overlook asset, those parks. Those themselves, I mean, you could plop any number of what, but it's when assets are used well and in the right places, and if they're good assets. And I think those are good assets, and they're being used in the right locations. So. And they do add a little bit extra. Do you know what? I'm gonna go high. I can't go really crazy high, but I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go above middle 4, just slightly above middle 4. Gameplay. I don't know what to say really. It's very good to go, and I'm really impressed by the start square and the options from the start square. It's very good. I mean, I can't see any reason not to give the 5th. I'm looking for a reason not to give the 5th. I can't think of a reason not to give it. It's 5 stars. 5 stars. Oh yeah, no factory. That's it. No factory. No essential lighthouse. 2 stars. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm going 5 stars for gameplay. This is a winner. Well done, Larry. What's that? 13 stars. 2 4s and a 5. Brilliant. Oh, obviously the BonBonBingo seal of approval. Let's do the budum. There you go. I've got some sound effects here. I haven't got anything that sounds like a... No, I haven't got anything that sounds like that. Never mind. But anyway, yeah. Very good work. Very good work. Really like it a lot. So there you go. The Dragon by Larry Skylines. Link is in the description. You'll find it on the workshop by searching for the Dragon, I imagine. Hey, yeah. Woohoo goes Larry, for those of you that can't see the chat. Yeah. It's actually, and it's one of those understated maps. that is better than it looks. Because it looks alright. First impression is like, oh, it's a bit novelty. But it's not. It's not novelty. I mean, how could we got some extra points out of this? The dam. Yeah, I'll say I had question marks on that. If we'd had some kind of more of a detailing dam on that, maybe. We've got the intersection marking tool is just slightly off in places. So we've got a few little bits and pieces going on there. And so the map doesn't really pop in terms of visuals. But it looks right. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what more really you could have done. But anyway, what have we got going on here? What's going on? Seal of approval, clearly. Very nice. Already downloaded and tested it out. Sorry, Aer Lingus. I missed something. The trailer of Cities Skylines 2. I thought, sorry, Aer Lingus playing in it. It might have been. It might have been. Anyway, I'm going to have to disappear because we are running at the end of my music now. I will be back a little bit later on tonight. Link will be free to view over on Patreon. You'll be able to catch me there. That will be... Let me just check my notes here. Tiki Tyke Island, version 1.2 by Mr. Basins. Or Mr. Bassins, maybe, but Mr. Basins. Tiki Tyke Island. And then tomorrow we have, again, follow the link on Patreon. And that will take you to Montreal by Simblas. And then that'll be it for this week. Remembering that next week we will be starting the countdown, the top 100 maps of all time as voted by you in the viewer's choice, starting with map number 100, and that'll be on Monday 8 AM. Pre-recorded show, but recorded as live. So that'll be great. Yeah, quick question. Okay, go ahead, Gabriel. I've got about 2 minutes, so I will do my best. And I'll waffle for a moment while you type your question out, and I will respond as soon as it pops up on my screen. So yeah, so I'm excited to say that's be 20 weeks, 5 maps a week, Monday to Friday, and we'll just count down. I think a few of you might think you know what map is number 1. You may or may not be right, and but of course, remember, these are ratings at over 4.5 years. So maps from 4.5 years ago might have scored a little bit higher because that was the best of its time. And then, of course, standards improved over 4.5 years. So we're going to get a real mix of qualities of maps from 4.5 years of what map. Again, as voted by yourselves and not by me. Come on, Gabriel. Gabriel, please get that typed in because I am virtually out of music. You might have already answered it, but when's the next time you stream? Very sorry for you. Yes. So Mondays, obviously the 7 PM Mondays, but I also do the extra streams, which I'm not allowed to do anymore as a exclusive to the Bonbon Buddies. But to try and encourage, or not encourage, but to try and reward the Bonbon Buddies, I do the streams. I do them linked over on Patreon and on YouTube membership. They are free to view, but you have to go over to Patreon and look at the free link, and then that'll take you back to YouTube. So yeah, if you want to watch those ones, that's how we do. I could get more views, but it's not about the views for me. It's about rewarding the people that have really supported the channel. So I make sure that they get the notifications. You can get the notification. All you need to do is head on over there and keep refreshing the page at 7 PM and 9 PM on Mondays and Tuesdays, and you'll be able to. And you'll also be able to. You can also go back and watch the previous lives because those streams they're still up. You just need to scroll down and click the links, and then you can catch up on anything you might have missed since the change of the terms of service, which was forced upon all of us creators, whether we liked it or not. Anyway, so anyway, that answers that. Hopefully that answers that. Sorry if it inconveniences anybody, but like I say, I just want to reward the channel supporters with a little something. Right, I will be back in about an hour, somewhere like that, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.
Come here now, girl.